What's happening, everybody? Welcome back. Here we go. It is draft night, and we got our mock draft NFL 7.0 with trades. Um, if we believe there'll be a trade involved in this draft at a certain point in this draft, you're going to see it live. You'll see what goes on. We'll do the best we can. What goes on in the war room, what they call the war room. Um, this is truly for all that love football and truly understand the draft or want to learn about the draft and want to see who are the stars of tomorrow. That's what this is. So it's about 9 months of crazy hard work, 10 months that scouts go through to get to one evening, to one night. So it's a lot of preparation that leads up to, we'll do our best to show you what really goes on to the best of our ability and make those selections. It's very hard. It's an educated, very educated guess. The best of the best get it wrong. Sometimes you click it and get it right. And that's how it goes. Let me just shout out Nikki, Davey T from Boston, big night for the Chicago Bears. We got trade alerts. I want you to see, but Davey, this is for you. Hold on, brother. Welcome to Mock Draft 7.0. The Chicago Bears are on the clock. So, with that, and further, no more. Let's get right to it. Let's bring in. You know what? We're going to hold up for a second. Phones might be ringing. Phones might not be ringing. Either way, like I said, there'll be trades. We'll have the simulator up where you can see it to the best of our ability. And who's going to fight to move up and try to get the quarterback for tomorrow? As we know, we're in a quarterback-driven league. We're going to get right to it. Let me just welcome in Nick, Matty. Always good to see you. Davey T. Matt says I should draft Dick Buckus. Stevie, what's up? Stevie boy, what's happening? Bobby, what's up, brother? Thanks for all the comments, guys, and the replies. As you know, we're growing, and we're gonna keep growing and do what we do. We don't expect a lot of people in here tonight, but we know we're gonna get some football lovers and enthusiasts, and we're gonna get people to see if we know what we're talking about. And let's find out. We're gonna find out. So let's go. With further ado, let's bring in the sideline scout, somebody I know a little bit, Mr. Antonio Gatto. Antonio, can you hear me? Okay. We're waiting for Antonio to come in. We'll see what's going on with Mr. Antonio. But right now, I am waiting for Mr. Antonio to come in. We have this goes on, draft night. We're going to wait for Antonio to come in. And tonight, he should be in shortly. He has a little situation right now, but he'll be with us shortly. While we have the time, everybody that's in the chat, Davey T, Nick, whichever NFL team you guys, I know who some of you support and are fans of, if you want to make that selection, put it in the box. Otherwise, me and Antonio will assume the duties of the general managers of those teams. We are going to make the selections of what we believe they will do. And we'll see how it plays out, as well as the trades. And we're just going to go from there. Antonio will be in any second now, and we're going to roll with it. Dave, I think you know, everybody's talked, it's widely known about the first pick. Matty says, Giants fan. You know, there's a lot of talk about what the Giants are going to do. I guess we're going to find out in a little while. As we know, today is Thurman Munson. Thurman Munson wore number 15, right? If anybody's out there. Where are you, Toe? Where are you? What do you need? The link again? Tonio, I'm going to put the link. All right, we're back on. Here you go, Toe. Welcome. Good to see you. Everybody's waiting for you, pal. Everything's good. We got things settled down.
Am I lagging?
No, you're good. You're on time. The chat is they asked for you. They seem to like your word and take it better than they do mine. So I'm not upset about it. You're my boy. I love you. Let's get to it. Let's get that simulator up. And Davey T's Chicago Bears are on the clock. Tonio, you'll be picking.
Simulator's up whenever you're ready.
All right, simulator is on the stage. Is there any way, Tonio?
Yes.
You can get that a little closer. If not, we'll just go with it because I could have. I could pull it up myself. I'm trying to give our viewers. You got it? Good. Yeah, everybody, I know you're not looking at the chat. Tonio, Stevie, Nick, everybody sends their best to you. Says, thank you for coming in. They really
was screaming.
Anybody hears my grandson or granddaughter screaming? Guys, nothing scripted here, like I told you. Especially with the Gatto family. We are who we are, all right? So we're going to deal with the grandchildren tonight a little bit and Antonio's children. Is that okay with you guys? Let's go. Tonio, show the chat some love. They got a lot of love for you. Believe me, I got to hear it. Where's Antonio? Where's Antonio? They don't want to hear my shit.
All right, let's go.
All right. So we got the Chicago Bears on the clock, and I don't think you need a full 10 minutes, but you'll do what you do. If you surprise us, you surprise us. I don't think we'll have a surprise here. With the first pick, what do you got?
Going Caleb Williams. I think that's simple. I mean, no reason to get stupid and crazy, right?
All right, so let's make that pick. We got the Chicago Bears, Davey T, 15 days out. Ostada, welcome. We're at the beginning of the draft. We have the Chicago Bears. There we go. Don't worry about the kids. Let them have fun. Chicago Bears have taken Caleb Williams, the future. Let's see how that plays out. Tonio with number 2. I'll take the selection, and that is the Washington Commanders. They play a little game. Nah, you know what? Nah, we're not. Nah, we're going to stay where we are. Thanks for calling. No, we're going to make the selection. Thank you. All right, yeah. Get back to us a little bit later. Maybe we'll be interested in making that other move we talked about. Right. All right, great. Talk to you a bit. Yeah, we're going to make the pick. We're going to make the pick. Thank you, bud. All right. So I just had it right, Glad. We just had somebody on the line that's way back. We didn't want to move back from 2 and drop all the way into 17 slot. The Jaguars, I just had to tell them we're staying at 2. So with the second pick, we're going to go with Drake May, quarterback, North Carolina. Now, what do you see for the Patriots? What do you see here?
So here, it's a new regime.
Absolutely.
As before this year, I would say clear they're staying at 3 and they're going to draft their guy, right?
Right.
But we don't know what they're going to do because
we don't.
Gerard Mayo's new, offensive coordinator, everybody's new. It's a whole new regime, right? So are they sold on Jaden Daniels, right? That's the thing we have to look at, if they are sold on him. Now, a potential suitor here, I can see these Giants right here making a phone call, trying to jump these two and drafting a quarterback.
Hold on a second. Hold on. Your phone is ringing right now. Yeah, Gerard Mayo. Yeah, we got a new GM in place. How you doing? Yeah, this is Joe Shane with the New York Giants. How are you? Yeah, we spoke earlier. Listen, we'd be willing to swap pick with you in the first round. Yes. Right. We want to jump into the 3 slot. You'll come back to 6. We'll swap picks, and we'd be willing to give you, just to move up for the 3 slots, we'll give you our 1 next year, and we'll give you our 3 next year to move up 3 slots. So that's the Giants' offer to you.
Yo.
Okay, the baby said no deal. The baby said no deal.
So if I were the Giants, I
They're
would make
offering.
a phone call. I would make a phone call, and I wouldn't take Jaden Daniels.
You would move up for a non-quarterback.
I
Who
would
would you
move up
take?
for J.J. McCarthy,
Okay,
right? But
but what are you doing?
I think we're taking Jaden Daniels here.
Whoa! The Patriots stay at 3, and we do not have a trade. The Giants offer the 1 and the 3. The Patriots stay. Okay, I have the Cardinals. I'm telling you right now, I got a team on the phone right now, and we do have,
1 second.
for sure, a trade alert. We have a trade right now. Right. How you doing? Yeah. Okay. All right. So let's just get this straight. You want to go? Where are you guys now? You're at 11. I got the Giants. Listen, I got the Giants on the other line. And I shouldn't tell you that much, but we do have 2 other teams that gave us better offers than what you're giving us.
Trying to fix this leg.
Hold on a second. We got a trade. Okay.
Let me make sure I can do it, because some of these simulators won't let you trade. So if anything, I'll change the simulator so we can see it's locked. You see right here, it's offer trades are locked.
Take your trade and stick it up your ass.
No, I can get it done 100%. The other simulators do it.
I go to the other simulator because we have a trade
problem.
here.
All right, no problem. It's going to be fine. I'll do it right now.
And by the way, this has to get done in 10 minutes. What happens is in the NFL, if you don't have the trade completed within your 10-minute time, you actually forfeit your pick, and the next team can jump you and take a player you might want. So you only have 10 minutes. So in this situation, we're rushing to get a trade in, get the league involved, let them know about it, have the paperwork. Still to this day, it's got to be faxed to whatever city they're in, Detroit this year, and they have to be aware of the trade so they can announce it.
Now,
so
let's give them a little insight on the war room on how the trade actually goes down.
Right. Well, during the week, what will happen is, I'm going to give you that right now. There's parameters all week. We're talking to your GM, you're an assistant GM. You're already getting feelers. You already understand this deal that we're going to consummate right now between somebody and the Arizona Cardinals. The parameters of the deal has already been discussed. Earlier in the day, maybe a half hour before we came on, we've already said, listen, would you be willing to move from your 4 spot, and we'd be willing to trade up from the 12 spot, 6 spot, wherever it is, and then you work out the deal.
I got it up, by the way.
All right, so let's go to it. Go right to the Cardinals pick, because you know the other picks already. So make those selections. Here we go.
I already did it.
All right, let's go. So we're going to make a deal. All right, thank you very much, Joe. I appreciate that. But we're going to have to take, I'm sorry, the Minnesota Vikings offer. Thank you. Goodbye.
Okay, so we're trading the Cardinals to the Vikings, correct?
Yeah, the Giants didn't want to meet their demands, so we're going to go with the Giants. We're going to move. The Vikings are trading up from their spot with the Cardinals.
Minnesota. Tell me what the compensation is.
I'm going to tell you right now. The Vikings are going to give up their 1, which is the 11th, and their 23rd, 2 first-round picks.
Wow.
To move for.
And look, this is cool. This is cool. It's telling us too much. You see?
Right, yeah, because you're at New England. Go to Arizona.
Oh, sorry.
The 4, and we want to get back the 71, their 3rd. Say that? Look at that. The old man knows. Huh?
Yep. That's a good call.
That's a miracle. The old man knows something. Make the trade.
So for people that don't understand how hard that is to do, that's pretty much telling you, a simulator is telling you that if they were to take that 4th pick and trade out to the 11th, 90% of organizations would ask for The
I would want
23rd.
their third back in return if I'm going to give you 2 ones.
Correct.
Right.
That's a hard. I'm not good with compensation.
Well,
So
it's years of
I mean,
studying
for
the
me,
player point chart. All right, so we're going to make the trade
very good
first,
call.
and it's not my business. Thank you. A little time in this, as you. And with the pick, we're going to take J.J. McCarthy. The
Yeah.
Giants,
And
right?
look,
What people
look at
don't
that.
know,
Look at that. That's good, man. That's a good.
what people don't know is that the Giants have been trying to make this trade all day, and they refuse to give up
That
whatever
71.
compensation. Right. And I'll tell you what it was because I was the Giant GM for that. It was they wanted 2 ones in a row, back-to-back years. They wanted 3 actually, and the Giants just felt it was too much, and they came to a deal with Minnesota and hung up with the Giants. You got the Chargers at 5.
So Chargers at 5. I think this is a tricky one.
Very tricky, but you do what you got to do here.
I don't necessarily, as a GM, I'm not in love with a lot, but since you made that deal, my guy's just sitting here now.
Fell into your lap.
You know what I mean? If it plays out this way, I think they run to the board because now you just replaced Keenan Allen, Mike Williams. And the pick is Roman. No, I'm just kidding. Marvin Harrison.
Marvin Harrison ends up there. And the Giants stayed at number 6, didn't get the quarterback that we tried to make a deal for, and they will select Malik Neighbors, wide receiver.
Whoa.
The Giants. They go Malik Neighbors. No trade consummated. You got Tennessee at 7. You got them.
All right. Now, this is a possibility here, right?
Talk to me.
I think Chicago might want to jump back up.
From 9?
From not.
All right, so hold on. Are you in the mood to deal? If you're Tennessee right now, are you thinking about trying to collect some more picks? Tell me what you're thinking.
I mean, if I'm Tennessee, for me to move those 2 spots now, we're gonna know right now if it's on
right now.
Point with what I'm saying. For me to move those 2 spots, I'm gonna need your 9.
You want to swap, right?
I want to swap, and I want your second rounder.
I'm gonna sit at 9. I'm not moving. Take your pick. I would tell if I'm Chicago, I'd tell you take your pick because there's about 4 guys I'm in love with here. So you could have any one of them. I'm still gonna get one of the guys I like.
Okay. All right. So they denied me. I'm gonna go Joe Alt, left tackle. I think he's the best left tackle on the board.
I got the Atlanta Falcons. I believe Atlanta could move back. We could have a trade here.
Hey, Cinnamon Girl.
I'm ready to make the pick. I'm looking at Dallas Turner. Hold on. We have, I think this is a big spot where you can get and will get a trade alert. All right. Yeah. What is it? All right. Yeah. Yeah. Tom Telesco, Las Vegas Raiders. Okay. Right. Raheem, listen, we're willing to move up. All right. So we got a deal in place. All right. Good. All right. Great. Thank you. All right. So we're going to be swapping out and the rest of the deal will be announced. Thank you. All right. We have a trade. The Raiders are coming up. So go to your board. The Raiders are coming up from 13.
And who's on the board? Atlanta, right?
Yep, Atlanta.
They want the 8th?
They want their 8th. The Raiders are going to give them next year's 1. See if you can pull it up.
Whoa.
Yep. Go back up. And in return, Atlanta's going to give them the 74.
Okay.
The 79, Atlanta 79. Pull back the 1 from next year.
I don't think we can.
Yeah. Go,
Okay.
All right. All right. Pull back that 1 if you can.
Hold on.
There you go. Right. And then you just go back to them. So we're going to swap 1s. And here's what you do. Make it easier. We're going to give them the 77th, third round.
70.
We're going to give them right. And no, we're not going to end it there. You know what? To make it easy, we're going to end it there. So it only costs us that much. I believe it'll cost more, but make the trade. And the Raiders have just moved into that slot. And with the pick, here comes the shock. The Raiders.
Oh, Knicks.
You ready? The Raiders jumped all the way up in a typical Raider move to take quarterback Michael Penix Jr. That's correct.
I hear they're very high on him.
That's why that pick was made. Let's see what happens. All right.
I hear they're extremely high on him.
Davey T, we're having some fun here, buddy. Tonio, you got Davey T from Boston's Bears. Come on, with the 9th pick, what are the Bears doing? I know your guy is sitting right there for you.
I
Do
think
the Bears trade back, or do they stay here and make that pick? I don't know. You make the pick. Go ahead.
So,
Okay, then don't drink it.
I think they're going to stay here, and I think they're going to draft Rome Odunze.
I agree to get the stud wide receiver. I agree fully with that. Here's where everybody thinks. I'm telling you. Remember, I said it. If we could save it, save it. A lot of people think the Jets are going to go Brock Bowers here, or they were going to look to move up to take the wide receiver, another big playmaker. I don't think they do. Pull up left tackle. Oh, he's looking right there. Go all the way down.
I see him.
Go give me Fasciano right here. Give me a left tackle. You only got Tyron Smith signed for 1 year, and you got Morgan Moses for 1 year. They need a future left tackle. And if somebody gets hurt, which they will get hurt, those guys are always hurt, especially Tyron Smith, Fasciano plays this year. That's assuming the Jets are smart, which they've proven not to be. Let's go. You got Arizona at 11. This is a good one. Let's see what you do. Yeah.
So they traded back. They accumulated some draft capital.
Capital, yeah. You can see it. Yep.
They need a lot in terms of defensive side of the ball. I think they definitely need a DB and an edge rusher. They can go receiver here. And this is why your trade throws a loop in the draft, right?
That's what happens.
Because guess what?
What do you
The Bills are sitting back there like, oh, hey, Brian Thomas is going to fall into my lap.
Yep. And now they're gone.
Now, if the Arizona Cardinals say, let me go draft Brian Thomas now.
Makes sense.
Now, everyone is jumping for receivers because now they start the receiver frenzy.
Yep, it starts. That's the idea. Everything goes in clusters. So, and now all of a sudden, right, the tackles.
Yes. Guys like Talise Fuaga, Terrion Arnold.
They're all falling now.
They'll all fall because of the onslaught of receivers. And I do think at 11, they take a receiver.
So make the pick. Go with it. I think you're right. And they've already accumulated draft capital.
Correct.
So, best available.
What did they get in return? They got the second?
They swapped 1s, and they got an extra 3. I believe on the point chart, it would have cost them a little bit more because it was only a 3-step move.
The Cardinals.
I think it was we'd have to go back. Tell you right here. They got the 11. They moved from 4. They got the 11, the 23. Now they have 3 first-rounders. You have 11, 23, 27.
And that's
basically,
exactly, and that's
and you got
exactly,
2 second rounders.
that's exactly, yeah, it's right here. That's
You can
exactly
do
why.
whatever you want.
That's exactly why I'm not gonna take a receiver.
All right, so you're going to build
And
up
I'm
front
going, and
or
and
corner. All right,
yes, I'm going to take Terrion Arnold with the pick.
I like it. Take the best corner on the board. Denver. I believe Denver would have been fighting behind the scenes between those teams looking to move up to get a quarterback. I believe this is an area I won't do it because it's time consuming. I believe Denver trades back possibly here, because they still get the quarterback they like, and you'll see who it is if another trade is made. I don't want to do it now because it's too early to take them, but I know they love Bo Nix. But if I'm going to sit here and make this pick, it's going to be someone to go alongside my corner that I already have. Even though these tackles are here, I go Quinyon Mitchell, cornerback, Toledo.
I like that, and I think Atlanta traded back, got the 77th pick.
Right.
I think
right.
Atlanta.
13.
Now, if they didn't draft Kyle Pitts so high,
Yep, 2
I'd
years
be
ago.
drafting Brock Bowers here. But since they did, and since they drafted Bijan in the first, which in today's day and age is unlikely, I say that Atlanta is going to – everyone has consensus Dallas Turner. I like Jared Verse, and I like Latu Latu. I'm going to go Dallas Turner here. I think they're just too in love with him.
The fastest edge rusher in the draft.
Yeah.
People could say what they want, but his numbers were better than everybody's as far as speed. All right, I got New Orleans.
Yeah.
I believe here's where you start to get the run. Well, it won't be a run. Give me let me see the tackles, offensive tackles.
So you got interior lineman. I'm sorry.
I think they're going. This guy has not worked out. Trevor Penning. Fatano could play every position, as could I love Fuaga. I love Latham. I like them all here for them. They're going to take one of them. I think they go Fuaga
Let me ask you your opinion on something real quick.
Yeah.
So you just said Fatano and Fuaga can play both. What do you see J.C. Latham as?
I see him more as a right tackle than a left tackle, 100%.
Okay, and the reason why I asked that is because what's Tyler Guyton? Because I have them both strictly on the right side.
Yeah, Guyton's more of a right tackle, but he has the athleticism to play left.
Really?
Yes, quick feet. He's big, 6'7". He's a big kid. Very more athletic. That's why they believe his feet. He can play on the left side. Whereas you know what you're getting in J.C. Latham, you're getting a mauler, just a straight up mauler. Side. Yeah, big dude, 6'5", 320, okay. And he just maul. But I'm going Fuaga here with the Saints. Indianapolis, you got the Colts. Uncle Benny's watching. Yeah, no pressure.
Well, I'm going to give him a guy that shouldn't
Uncle
be
Ben, here it goes.
But he is. Now, everyone thinks Brock Bowers, right?
Yeah.
But let me ask you a question. Who's their left tackle?
I could only think of one guy on their line, and that's Quentin Nelson. Their left tackle. They got a couple of guys. They could use linemen. I think they need more playmakers. That's me. But I think they're, Brian Thomas sitting there. I don't know. Brock Bowers. Who's their tight end?
How's their left tackle, Braden Smith?
Couple years in the league. Could always use an upgrade or think about making a shift. I think they need more of a right tackle than left. I don't think pass protection was an issue, especially with Nelson in the center they have. That's just my opinion. This could be, I think this is a skill position pick. In my opinion, no question. In my opinion, it's a skill position pick for what their roster needs.
Okay. See, I like Brock Bowers here.
Yeah, I love him there. Love
But
him.
I also like the fact that this guy's here.
Yeah, he's still sitting there. Absolutely. I said
You know.
skill. Yeah, I believe anything's possible here. Anything.
I'm gonna go Brock Bowers. Go ahead,
Yeah,
Mike.
I don't know if you could go wrong with that pick. The guy's multiple. He can play tight end. He can play running back. He does everything. He's a better, faster version of the kid from the 49ers, Juszczyk. Bigger, faster, does all of that. He can do all of that. You'll see him in the backfield. You'll see him at tight end. You'll see him in the slot. He's a problem. He's a matchup nightmare. All right. I won't even hesitate with Seattle if this worked out this way. They could shock everybody. They could trade down. As we know, get more picks. They could go center, which would surprise people. I don't think they will. They need somebody, I believe. Their secondary's fine. I think they need that dominant edge rusher or attack. No, they don't need a tackle. I think it's either Verse or Latu or Byron Murphy. I do think they need a guy next to Leonard Williams. I'm going to go Byron Murphy, Texas. I'm going to pass up on the edge guys.
Whoa.
An inside guy over the center that gives us inside pressure.
Now, did you change your mind because Devondre Sweat?
Yeah, absolutely.
Because of what happened to him?
Absolutely. But I had Murphy probably a little better than him anyway, but very close. It was cutting hairs. But I think that's their pick. They're going. And if you know anything about Mike McDonald, they love the Ravens. He's there now, the head guy. They love to play big, physical, fast guys. So that's why.
So
Jacksonville.
It works out like this for Jacksonville that they probably get the best athlete at corner because Nate
Imagine.
Wiggins is there.
And what do they need?
So I'm running to the board. That's who I'm going there.
Whoa. All right. So Nate Wiggins goes to Jacksonville. Cincinnati, I think, as you say, runs up to the board. And they go. They're really mad what happened with DeAndre Sweat. Give me a defensive lineman again. They're pissed off that Murphy's gone. They lost DJ Reader. They got Logan in the middle. They need a lineman. Let me see the corners and let me see the corners. Who's left? Nah, I'm not happy there. Let me see defensive line. Wow, this is a reach here. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to let the board come to me. Give me all. I'm going to go best available. And I'm going to take Brian Thomas Jr. Absolutely. Yep. That could be the blue one. But you know what? I'm worried about T. Higgins. We've lost Tyler Boyd.
And
took Brock Bowers from me. I got to take Brian Thomas there.
Did they lose Calvin Ridley?
Calvin Ridley left Jacksonville and signed with, I think, Tennessee or one of these teams.
Yes, he did.
Yeah. So I got to worry about T. Higgins.
Very smart.
Well, no, I'm just thinking that's the move there. Let the board come to me and Brian Robinson sitting there. You got the Rams. Very multiple here. Could have a trade down.
I'm sorry. I don't know why I said
wow.
Calvin Ridley. I was thinking of the Jaguars. I picked the Jaguars.
Yep.
They lost Tyler Boyd and T. Higgins most likely. So yeah.
T. Higgins a problem. Yep.
The Rams.
Yep. They can do a lot of things here. You got a lot of guys here.
Now if I'm the GM, you screwed me royally because you took Brian Murphy.
Yeah. Les Snead, GM there. Yep.
Yeah. So but Jared Verse is sitting here.
Can't believe he's sitting there at 12.
So I'm taking Jared Verse.
Yeah. Some would argue maybe the best, one of the definitely it could be an argument on who the best edge rusher is. It's a matter of what you like. Here's where I'm telling you, Steeler fans are not going to like this, but here's what I'm doing right now when I see what I see on the board. See, I believe they need a couple of things. They need an interior. They need a tackle. They need a center, and we need a wide receiver.
Yeah,
Brian Thomas is gone, right? So he's out of play.
Yeah,
I
but
don't like my cornerback situation. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do here. I got Green Bay on the phone with me right now.
no.
I would have traded down. I would have. I'm not going to do it. I would have traded down, picked up an earlier second round pick to make the move. So I get one of the other wide receivers that I like and
Do
get
it.
my lineman.
Let's do it. Do it.
Okay. I'm going to go down to 20. You know what? Let the Bills come up. I'm going to make a deal with the Bills right now. They're at 28. And watch my guy fall right to me. Watch this. Go Buffalo. Buffalo wants to make a deal with Pittsburgh. They want to move up to 18 because Buffalo sees an edge rusher they want.
No, the Pittsburgh's at 20.
20 rather. All right, so we're going to swap. And Buffalo, I'm going to try to get Buffalo's 60.
About even.
And I'm going to give up my 98th. My third round pick, 98. We got to trade. Let's make the trade. Buffalo is on the clock, and with the pick, they have, here comes the shocker. Give me linebacker, Peyton Wilson. Now Matt Milano has some help, and you got a guy that can go sideline to sideline. It could have been Chop there. It could have been Latu. We got to get a linebacker with some speed. They have no speed on their defense.
And I'm going to take immediately J.C. Latham.
There you go. Let's see what happens. Let's see if the steal move works out, dropping all the way down. Philadelphia.
The reason why I took J.C. Latham.
He's, they need that, and he's dominant.
Because it switches for a lefty quarterback, right?
Yep.
They need a dominant right side.
Absolutely. Blindside guy on the left.
Right.
Very good. I like the pick. Philadelphia, we need a corner. He falls right to them. Cooper DeJean to the Eagles.
You don't think they go Latu since they lost Hassan Reddick?
I think they need a corner bad. Bradbury was the best they had.
You think they take Kool-Aid? Cooper over Kool-Aid?
I do.
I see Cooper as strictly a safety.
Yeah, you might be right, but they're going Cooper in this, and I'm going Cooper in that situation. And I look who falls to Arizona, and you're right on. I don't know. Maybe not. You went earlier. You went Arnold. No, now you go 23. Let's see where you go.
Latu. Thank you very much.
All right, Dallas. No question about it where they're going. Amarius Mims.
I like that. Where is he? Right here.
Green Bay. You got to do it. Can't believe he fell.
Jackson Powers Johnson.
Go pick Tampa Bay. Give me Chop Robinson.
Ooh, that's a good look for them.
Yeah, need an edge guy. Arizona.
Wide receiver, Donnie Mitchell.
Okay, and look, give me interior offensive lineman. And I see who I like. I know who I'm going to pick already. I'm not going to play games. I'm going running to the board. I'm taking Graham Barton. Center guard, tackle. He played 3 years at tackle. He's a dominant center or guard. He's going to be the new center for the Pittsburgh Steelers, Graham Barton. The way my board would play out. Detroit's on the clock. So I got an extra pick, and I wound up with the center I've been targeting the whole time. And he's smart. Duke.
Kool-Aid McKinstry, Detroit.
Okay. The Ravens. You know what, Toe? You pick the rest of the way. I'm just here to assist. You need to run it by me. You make your picks.
So, Baltimore. Troy Fautanu.
I hope you guys are enjoying this. We're trying something really, give you guys a taste of like how fast it goes. Gave you a little something with the phones. We could really are crazy with the phones. Uncle Sal, Nick said Graham Barton Duke. You know what? We were going to let Nick come back on and make at the end. If Nick didn't like that pick, I want to know who Nick would have picked. If it's Graham Barton, I'm happy he likes it, but we were going to let him at the end tell us who he wanted.
So
He can still do that. Go ahead, Tom.
So San Fran, they can go receiver because, this guy's up in the air.
Yeah, they need linemen. They do. Yeah, I know.
think Tyler Guyton.
Yeah, and I can't believe Jer'Zhan Newton is sitting there still. Now, here we go. Last pick for the first round. They need a couple of things, right? Especially now Rashid Rice is in trouble.
And this Rackstraw.
All right, I'm just curious. You take Rackstraw. Who is there receiver-wise? Because Rashid Rice in trouble, right?
Well, they just put out – it was breaking news a couple of hours ago that they put out a warrant for his arrest.
I would say they need a receiver. What do you think? I don't know if there's somebody there you like. I don't know.
I just don't know. Like, I like a few guys here. I like Keon Coleman here.
So, you pick who you like here.
I just don't think Ladd McConkey fits their style.
So, then you make your pick.
I like Xavier Worthy, Troy Franklin, but all those three guys that are up there are the same type of guys. I think
where there's smoke, there's fire, baby. Make your pick.
I will go on a limb and say,
go ahead. I love it. Do it. Pull the trigger.
If this guy gets picked over everyone,
love him.
Don't be surprised. He is my sleeper wide receiver of the draft.
And he's an Andy Reid special.
Malachi Corley, and I love Malik Washington.
All right.
All right. Let's get back to it. I think Xavier Worthy's the pick there.
And that's the end of the first round. And next week we'll do 2 rounds. I'll take this down. I hope you guys, if there's a pick that you think we shouldn't have made, Sal, I know Nick's phone died. If there's somebody out there that feels they didn't like the picks, let us know in the comments. Not everybody's going to agree. Wanted to give you an idea on how fast-paced it goes, how phone calls happen. It could be a lot more detailed. I would need to have 20 guys in this room. He would need to have people there. We need to have phones ringing. You wouldn't hear nothing. You would just hear phones. But a lot of these deals are worked out. Not worked out, but the parameters are worked out before they happen. That's how come they can happen so fast.
That's true.
And so I want to ask, there's a lot of Giant fans that get on me because I don't take quarterbacks for Giants. Now, you saw we played out a little role here on how Minnesota, maybe the Raiders, and the Giants were trying to move up to get to 4 with the Cardinals. It really comes down to what the Cardinals wanted.
I mean, I think the Giants need to make a move, though.
I do think they need a quarterback. Thank you, Cinnamon Girl. I'm glad you think we put a little excitement into what some might find to be very boring if you are not a crazy football fan. But it's a good exercise. It's a good exercise with scouting. It's a good exercise to keep my brain fresh with the game. And it's something you really got to like to do and really understand. And you get to better at this by really just watching film, watching tape on a guy. And that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Tonio.
Yep.
I know the chat enjoyed you being here. Thanks for coming in.
Let's do it. Let's do another one next week.
Next week, same time, same bad channel. All right?
We're almost here at the draft. So.
Yeah, that's why I said Thurman Munson, 15 days.
Also, we're going. Did you tell everybody that we're going to be going live during the draft?
No, I didn't say nothing yet. I figured we. Tell them. Go ahead. We'll do a draft show.
We're going to be doing a draft show live. So we'll kick off. Pops, you want to kick off the draft show with a mock draft?
Yeah.
So
before the draft.
Yeah.
To see how close we come. Yep.
Right. So we'll run because our mock draft will be different. Everybody's saying thank you, Tonio. Thank you, me. You're welcome, Cinnamon Girl.
We do the best we can. We try to. She says nobody. Nick, thank you, brother. We try to take you inside, show you the speed of it. You don't have much time. Hey, there's my guy.
He said hi.
That's my little guy.
Say hi. He can hear you.
Hi.
Hey, Bubs, love you.
All right, go over there. So we're gonna do that. We'll kick it off, and then we'll go straight, do a live. And while we're live,
Right.
while the draft is going, me and you will take turns, pick for pick, who we
Yeah.
think is going then.
Yeah. And we'll call, and when trades come in, we'll be able to tell them what we think,
Who they're trading.
who's being
for.
traded and why. So
All right, cool.
it'll all play out. Tonio, thank you. I love you. I'll talk to you
I
tomorrow.
love you too.
Everybody in the chat, I hope it was a little different. I hope you enjoyed it a little bit. I know it's not everybody's cup of tea, and there's so many different ways of doing it, but thanks for coming in. Thanks for spending a little time with us again tonight. Tomorrow night, we got our Tommy Real Deal Doorman series. So I'll have a good one. I don't want to tell you what it's about. That's something different. I know tonight who I'm going to talk about tomorrow. The other stuff, like last night we did, that just kind of comes to me. And the Doorman stuff does too, but I have something in mind I want to talk about tomorrow night. A concert I worked, and it was a great concert. And I'll give you a little something on it. Not only did I enjoy the concert from a working standpoint, I got a little too into the concert and forgot that I was working. So that gives you a little tip on. I got in a little trouble. Not trouble, you know what I mean. I had to realize I was working and not at the concert as a paying customer and enjoying myself. But it's going to be good. I think it'll be a funny story and some fun, and about a great group, and turned out to be some good, funny individuals. All right. So we'll do that. And Friday, we got our signature, Mr. Jimmy D. We spoke this morning. He's doing well. And he's looking forward to Friday night. Everybody, awesome. Have a great night. Thanks for popping in. Nothing but love. We're growing, and we're going to keep growing. I believe that.